Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your national television ORTM 1. Before the public show, we go directly to Russia to see the visit of President of the Republic in Russia. The President of the Transition General Army, Assimi Goïta, on a visit to Russia with a large delegation.
We are here today in Moscow, in Russia, as part of an official visit of the President of the Republic of Mali, General Assimi Goïta, who has been invited by his counterpart and friend, President Vladimir Putin, to pay a visit in Russia to see ways and means to strengthen the special relations that exist between Russia and Mali, which help Mali to significantly improve the security in the country, to recover many parts of the territory which have not been our control. So Russia today is one of the main partners of Mali, and we express our gratitude to Russia for that. But the two heads of state, President Goïta and President Putin, they met in July 2023 in St. Petersburg here in Russia, and they agreed to work together to elevate the economic cooperation at the level of the excellent cooperation we have on political and security fields. And the two heads of state will have the opportunity to review a number of initiatives and projects that are being developed in the area of energy, in the area of agriculture, in the area of mining, in the area of technology, and to see together how we can move toward a win-win partnership between Russia and Mali. And beside this issue regarding the political, security, and economic relationship between Russia and Mali at the bilateral level, of course, you know, President Goïta is also coming here in Russia while he's the chair of the Confederation of the Sahel State, AES. Because of that, of course, the discussion will also dwell on the issue of the Sahel, on the AES, the challenges, but also the progress that have been made by the Confederation. And, you know, Russia and the AES country has established already a dialogue and cooperation process. Of course, this visit will be an opportunity also to discuss beyond AES the situation in the sub-region, in the region, in Africa, and globally. And we know that there is a strong convergence of views between President Goïta and President Vladimir Putin on a number of international issues. This will be an opportunity also to compare notes between two heads of state on all these matters.
June 16th is the African Youth Day celebration. It has been commemorated in Nelson Mandela School by the South Africa Embassy in Mali last Saturday. For more detail, let's follow Angel Damele.
Hundreds of children gathered in Nelson Mandela School, bringing vibrancy and energy to the event organized by the South African Embassy and its partners. The day commemorates the historic struggle of the children of Soweto in defense of their rights in South Africa.
Today we have plus minus 430 students. We have the youth from Africa Time. We have youth from JCI. And we also have youth from Student Mandela School. Africans, in our diversity, we need to unite. It doesn't matter how. In our smaller grouping, we can unite, relate well in order to unite the whole continent.
Aware of their role in the nation's development, many children welcomed the initiative and expressed their commitment to building a better future.
First of all, I am a member of a youth platform, Africa Youth Time, and every year we celebrate the the Day of African Children, and we commemorate especially the children of Soweto in South Africa who has been massacred through an injustice and who were fighting for education and justice. And this day we are enhancing tools that can permit children to develop and be actors in this country to put the continent forward.
SAER, a partner of South Africa, plants more than 300 trees in Nelson Mandela School. The theme dwelt on youth economic empowerment. The celebration was an occasion to raise awareness among young people about the potential of artificial intelligence as a catalyst for the continent's economic development. Thrilled to welcome you to this very first TV show of our English programs. For today, we have two Malian associations committed in the promotion of the English language. The first is Mise, which brings together passionate teachers, and the second is MECC, which motivates young learners. Welcome. These associations are supported by the UK and the US embassies in Mali. So I will let them to introduce themselves to you, and after that, the TV show will start. In addition to that, Siriki Dambele is present with us today. Clap for him. Yeah. Okay, thank you. One more, and welcome to this very TV show. Enjoy your show.
Okay. Thank you very much, Angel Dambele. Thank you very much, Angel Dambele, for introducing us in this first number of a public show organized by English Time ORTM 1 in collaboration with MATE, MECC, British Embassy, and USA Embassy. Welcome.
Thank you.
So the topic we are going to develop today is English language as a factor of development. I am with Mahamadou Karamoko Kairaba Koita,
Great.
President of MATE,
Yeah.
Suleiman Bagayugo, President of MECC, Dina Biran, British representative, and Suleiman Kamara, USA Embassy representative. Welcome.
Thank you.
So my first question is, how does English open up global opportunities and help individuals engage with a different culture and perspective? So I begin with my left, Mahamadou.
Okay. Great. And thank you so much, Mr. Jara, and thank you for having me. Really thank the First Channel ORTM and under the leadership of the director here. So very interesting, and we're really glad to see all this beautiful audience, students and our colleagues here. And we once more thank all the viewers of the channel first. So we thank also US Embassy for being here and the UK Embassy. It's a great pleasure, and my counterpart for MECC also, Mr. Suleiman. This question is really relevant as concern the different opportunities, of course, for individual and global perspective. Because I even start with this in Mali, we should have a clear national plan, which means that everybody should have access to learn English, because wherever you go today, you need English, and based on that, you may expend a lot of money in this. So it will open your door to be in contact with other people and the countries themselves, like Mali and other partnership countries. So based on that, everybody needs that language. Instead, you spend much money to hire somebody to be translator or interpreter for you. So it will also personalize your activities, which mean you'll be more confidential, which means the activities you have, you don't need somebody else so as to translate your document or interpret. So most information you have will keep a secret for you.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. So I pass the floor to US representative Suleiman Kamara.
Thank you very much for having me. I'm a big fan of your show. So and thank you for that beautiful introduction. First of all, I coordinate English learning and teaching efforts at in U.S. Embassy in Mali, and we have to understand that the role of English is really important, especially in the development of a country like Mali. So as it comes to the cultural efforts or cultural front, I would say that English can act as a bridge to connect and Mali and or diverse cultures and ideas, and English can also provide opportunities for countries. So in the case of Mali, I would talk about that, and so it can provide an opportunity for Mali to showcase its rich culture. So imagine a Malian filmmaker, for example, or a Malian artist, being able to reach even further global audience, with his art or with his film, for example, showcasing the rich Malian traditions, and that's huge. So that's a great way to promote the country's heritage.
I pass the floor to Dina Bernard for British Embassy.
I also just want to say thank you so much for inviting me here today. It's a pleasure to join you and to talk about English language. So English is a very prominent language. It's spoken by, I think, 1.5 billion people in the world. And so being able to speak English and being able to connect with so many people is a real opportunity and can open lots of doors. In terms of international communication, it's used a lot in the world of diplomacy. I'm a diplomat. It's used in official language of the United Nations, official language of African Union and lots of other international organisations. But it's also really key for international business and international trade. I know of lots of Malians that want to take their business globally, and speaking English will open a lot of doors. Because it allows them to negotiate deals, to network, to meet with other businesses, seek investment and support in growing their business. So there's lots of opportunities through English language. And then also studying, for those that would like to study abroad and further their education, a lot of the world's top universities teach in English. So it's important to be able to read, to write, to speak in English in order to further your studies and to get the most out of it and seek that kind of global engagement. And then finally, just on the cultural side and building on what my colleague from the US Embassy said, it's so true, to reach out to a global audience, to share your heritage, to share your culture. It's important to be able to communicate that widely, and now also to kind of understand other people's cultures.
ECC, what's your point of view about vacation?
All right, thank you very much for the question, and thank you for having me this evening. So talking about the opportunities, the global opportunities that English opens up, as my colleagues already said. So nowadays, English is the international language. Wherever you go, you need English. So to have international or global opportunities, you need English wherever you go. And talking about culture, the culture parts, so I will say that our country, Mali, has really many culture, and also through this language, which is English, it can permit us also to understand other culture from other countries also, because as my colleague from US Embassy said, for example, when we take the example on the rappers or the artists, so they can go abroad so that to show to international people how the Malian culture are, and also to learn from them. And when they will be back also, that will be an opportunity for Malian also to learn from other countries' culture without moving there.
What study exchange programs does the UK offer, and how can Malians apply? This question is addressed to UK representative Dina.
Thank you. So in terms of English language study, I'd like to highlight the role that British Council plays. So British Council is funded by the UK Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office, and it's about building understanding and cultural exchange between the UK and lots of countries around the world, including Mali, through arts, through culture, through education and English language. And there are some offers available online for free for those that would like to learn English for everyday use, but also for specific business English. And then there's also resources available for teachers of English online. But the UK also offers a scholarship scholarship program, and this is called the Chevening program, and it's a very prestigious scholarship sort of targeted at future leaders, change makers, those that want to make a positive impact towards their communities and their fields. We offer this scholarship every year, and Malians are able to apply. The scholarship is fully funded, so that covers tuition fees, a monthly stipend, visa costs, travel to and from the UK. And it's for a master's course of any choice. There's a wide list of eligible courses. The application process will be open in August this year, in fact, and closes in October. So we really hope to get applications from a lot of Malians who want to make a positive impact. In terms of the eligibility criteria, you need to have an undergraduate bachelor's degree. To have at least 2 years work experience, and that can also include voluntary, so it doesn't need to be paid work experience. You need to demonstrate some real leadership, and finally you must be committed to come back to Mali for at least 2 years to kind of share what you've learned and your experiences to help develop in Mali. So if you would like further information about the scholarship, you can check out our social media pages. So UK in Mali on Facebook, and UK or Mali on X. And there's also more information on the Chevening website, which is www.chevening.org.
Okay. Thank you very much, Gina, for this explanation. Now I go to U.S. Embassy.
The U.S. Embassy works closely with the two umbrella English clubs. The MATE, the Malian Association for Teachers of English, and MECC, Malian English Club Council. So we work hand in hand to make sure that English is promoted in Mali through MATE's annual conference, which brings together English teachers from all over Mali. So we also worked with MEC here, MECC, to organize annual English festival to bring together hundreds, if not thousands, of Malian students to firstly know really what English is about and what English can bring them in terms of benefit and brighter future. So, and the U.S. Embassy also works with implementing partners to conduct targeted outreach to ensure that potential candidates understand the meaning of those exchanges and the message behind it and what it can do for them and their communities, and also to understand the selection process. That's really important. And the embassy also works with providers who can carry out programs like the Access Micro Scholarship, taking place now as we speak, and it aims at training around 60 young Malians on global citizenship themes. For example, U.S. culture and value and 21st century's skills through English instruction. So I think that can, contribute greatly in increasing, the number of participations, because those exchange programs are mainly English-based.
English is taught in Malian school as a second language. So what can be done? You are teachers to improve the teaching of this language in our educational system.
Based on that, first we start by preparing those teachers and organize a different training, so as these teachers will be well prepared. As Mr. Kamara just said, annually we celebrate the national conference with the U.S. Embassy. During this conference, teachers from different regions they come, but even here, all teachers they don't have means, or we can't invite all of them in terms of means, and then our budget we have. Once the teachers, of course, they are trained, we go and deliver message to students, and those students from different categories, we should also know their needs, because in my point of view, we should leave this traditional method, which is mainly based sometimes teaching pure grammar. So in our new generation, they no more need this. And I would like we better involve the teaching through technology, because we most of time 80% of students they have a smartphone, tablets, or laptops.
Yes.
So this will help them a lot, instead of letting them and use those devices in other way. It's better to include this in teaching, and teachers should be trained how to use those devices also. So I really want we include all learners and teachers when they are prepared. Of course, to deliver message also will be very easy for them.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So, what is the main purpose of the different English club as far as the promotion of English language is concerned?
The main purpose of English clubs in Mali here, seeing that we are in a French-speaking country.
Yeah.
So the objective of this English club is to provide an environment for people, the English lovers, mainly young people. Because 10 years before, when we took the students from FLSL, they finished with their bachelor degree, and even being in front of people expressing themselves in English was a very big deal. It was not easy. So this idea of creating an environment for people, for young people mainly, so that they can improve and practice their English, that's the main purpose of those English clubs. And we can say that nowadays we are doing our best to promote the English language, because when we take the student from FLSL, I'm taking FLSL as example because this is the university where we learn English here in Mali. So nowadays even a student from the first level can express him or herself freely, fluently in English without any shame, and also without going abroad to learn English to practice. So the main purpose is to provide an environment and also to help those young people, young leaders, to learn about leadership, communication, and also to practice their English so that to improve their level. So we work also with MATE also, because they come from MATE, and then we are the high level. MATE prepare them at the background, and at the university we take the floor, and we encourage them also to practice their English, because when we talk about the language, it is practice, it's speaking.
Yes.
So that's the main purpose of those English clubs.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bakary.
Yes, welcome.
So now I would like to invite Angel for the tea party, because we need tea. Talk too much. I don't know if you didn't like tea. You drink tea. So the tea is ready.
Okay.
Now you can show us the different material you have to make this tea.
You need to have a cup first. Glasses are here, putting in the plate. You have a tea, the mint, the charcoal. You will put in the furnace. So after that, the cup is here. You should put first water.
Sorry.
Okay.
Not well.
Before making a tea, you should put this in your cup, and after that, the tea will come. Sometimes after, you can use the mint to put it, and the sugar will accompany it.
Okay.
So,
okay. Thank you very much.
You are welcome. So let me ask the audience.
Okay.
Do you like a tea? Yeah. Okay. Which kind of tea are you standing for? Let me. Okay.
Yeah, thanks so much. We like tea made in Mali, what we call made in Mali. And I think that Mali is a well-known country for making tea, generally in the north of Mali, in the center, and now in the south.
Okay.
Everyone in Mali loves tea.
You have a tea. Now tell me at which level do you appreciate my tea? Wow. Yeah. Tell me that.
Yeah. First of all, thank you very much for being for the hospitality. And I would say that I like the mint flavor better. Yes.
Fine.
Okay. And the presentation of the whole material and everything. Okay. So thank you for that.
Oh, you are welcome. And my sister,
it's good tea.
It was
very good. Very good.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You are welcome. This means you will be with us next time.
Inshallah.
Okay.
Definitely. Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Angel. We have a proverb of the day. So the proverb of today is: the greater is the challenge, the more we like it. So I would like the public to say something about this proverb, if they understand well or not.
In my opinion, in life, if something becomes easy, you cannot find experience. It is in the good thing we discover the experience, we got experience. And more something, this challenge is great, more you will have energy to be faced. And you will learn more through to the challenge.
I think it's about our hard working in this life. We don't like every time to give up. If you have a goal, you have to do everything as much as possible in order to achieve it.
So we have here an artist with us. His name is Uruferela. So he brings us a song called Welcome.